But hopefully, as I said, hopefully we'll see a little bit more signs of life here today from this fairly new Saints roster.
Well, I was memeing about it in the halftime and then also post-game as well, but Saints, if they get 9 rounds or under, that's the same amount of rounds they got throughout the whole of the Catch Reach LAN. This is a new roster, new time to prove themselves, and we're going to be diving into the first round of Overpass.
Last chance here for Saints to make something happen. At least in this matchup, right? It's still like the beginning, it's day 2. They've still got a lot of, series ahead of them.
Arguably the hardest team to go up against as well in this region. So, get the hard work out of the way. Right, right off the bat, it's going to be a double kill actually for Saints. iChessDot and Bunny going to be able to pick up a nice set of kills, but iChessDot does go down. It means it's going to be a 3-on-4 situation. CLG going to be quickly reacting to this, rotating on over towards the B site. bezdaria and Scraft going to be 2 players left alive. And they're still on over towards the B site at the moment. Their first shots are going to get no damage down. Daria has the opportunity to get the kill. She gets turned on, almost loses her life. Eventually hits the mark, but a little bit late for the draw. Oh, the bomb doesn't even get to make its way to the site. Mads, this is looking a little bit desperate. She's going to have to do and pull something out massive, but doesn't get a chance.
Solid start. Yeah, fantastic. CLG not really managing to get anything done there. 1 kill for themselves, not ideal. No bomb plant, so no cash. And Saints taking a very early tactical timeout. Do you think they're all going, oh my god, we've done it? We want a pistol, guys. All right, calm down. We can do that. I have no idea. It does feel a little early for attack timeout. I'll be perfectly honest here, but they do get 4 of them, so it's not the end of the world. See what CLG are able to pull out of the bag into this next round, because we saw this on Vertigo where Saints won a pistol and immediately in the next round CLG just went no and pulled things back in their favor. So we might see something similar here again. Of course, CLG, without having had that plant, means they can't really buy into this round. It would be very foolish to put a force into this. So they're only going to have those pistols to work with to try and make that magic happen. I think Saints have done a fantastic job in this first round, giving themselves an opportunity for a bit of a streak.
I really wish we could see what is actually being said in chat right now, because you probably can't hear it at home, but we can hear the clickety-clacks of people typing in chat. Wow, that rhymed. But we can't actually read it. And I know it's probably full of banter. Let's see if Goosebreeder was able to ruffle a couple of feathers there in the chat. Enough to win this round, potentially. Saints taking that pause. Now, they have gone in for the buy here. It's going to be a bunch of MP9s, a couple of Famises. Makes sense, checks out. Blocks from the side of CLG. I don't really see this working out for them. There you go. First connection comes through. And I just want to reiterate what we were saying during that sort of halftime break, is that Olya, player we need to watch out for. Also, iChessDot, solid player we should be checking out and seeing what they're going to be able to accomplish here. On the other side, Carry Day. Obviously, we had a highlight reel for her. Kelsey, last one left alive. Can't reload the Famis in time, so she does fall. That gun doesn't get picked up by the opposition, I don't think.
Olya had a nice little 3-piece for herself in that round. Of course, another tactical timeout. This is... I have questions. Like, look, I'm not going to say I'm the smartest person in the world when it comes to Counter-Strike. Like, I know what's happening, but this is definitely outside of my purview. Tom, what do you think's going on here?
I've not seen this before, but I will say they've now got 9 rounds total in this series. So
they've matched their international LAN performance, is what we're saying.
and I'm British. I'm going to flame. I'm going to be toxic. That's part of my heritage. And a part of that is because I want to build upon the fact that this is a new roster.
Yeah.
Saints. I want to see them do well. They obviously went to LAN. I don't think they should have with that roster. They obviously had to get a stand-in. Kiki did her best.
Yeah.
And now they're going to be back at it. And I think that has some legs. We'll have to wait and see. We're going into this round. But it's going to be the buy round. And EB right off the bat gets the first initial kill. bezdaria is going to get torn apart. Bunny realizing she's now going to be a woman short on this game. Oh, this round, even with that, these back-to-back tactical pauses, they weren't quite able to anticipate that position.
I like the slow style from CLG. Ooh. Oh, they're getting into Saints' heads. Ooh. No.
Evie, she backed off perfectly, gets the kill. Mads is now waiting for the further aggression. Kelsey opens the door, but only to her own demise. HS Dot has that book. She's read it. Realized what was going to potentially happen there. Turns around, gets the kill with the famous. A gun she's actually got a lot of kills with so far in this series. And like you said, CLG trying to get in the heads of Saints. And that worked for a decent amount of time. They've got the advantage. 30 seconds left on the clock right now. Flash comes out. They should be able to get the bomb down, but they are going to get a flank player on them. It's going to be Shraft. HS Dark going to be going in for the Incendiary Grenade. That's not going to deny the plan, though. Shraft is going to have to push up aggressively. Goosebreeder going to be peeking around the corner. Hits the shots. Gets the kill. Olya from above, trying to clean out the water area. They've got very little information to play on right now. They just know that there's one over towards that short position, one potentially behind the pillar. At the moment, the peak is going to be coming through. Last player left alive, and Day, or Kara Slay, should I say, comes out and gets a double kill.
Saints do a pretty decent job in that one. I was a little concerned with that very, intense aggression through tunnel. But I suppose in a way it pays off. They get a nice little trade for themselves. They were on their bonus, so it wasn't like a great buy from them. I was wondering if we'd see another tag timeout come out here. I do understand that last one to an extent. They knew that they were going to be at a bit of a disadvantage in terms of what weaponry they had, so they wanted to come up with a plan. The plan they came up with, unfortunately, didn't work, and now they're back down onto a very broken situation. Not ideal by any measure, and of course, Aegis Dart is going to have to really come up big.
Oh, Shraft. Hits the headshot on BB, trying to get some revenge. Works out briefly. Day. A French wonder player here. Making quick work of a couple of players here, Sam. I like this from CLG. They're still respecting Saints, still putting down the utility where they need to. Bunny has got the position on lock, but unfortunately, it's only with an MP9. Goosebreeder decides she can feel something. It's actually going to be the eyes of the opposition, but the MAC-10's not going to be good enough. The kill's going to be coming through. Bunny as well going to be coming out, going in for the backstab, and all of a sudden, Kayode left in a 1v2. Bunny holding around the corner. Kayode is going to be going in for the aggressive peek. Here goes it dry. And unfortunately, her head is going to explode as Bunny gets a, was that triple or double?
I missed it as well, but good recovery from Saints. They came into that round with absolutely nothing, and I had no expectation of them being able to bring that round back in their favor. Now, this is what I was mentioning a little bit earlier on. Last time they were on CT side, they only got 3 rounds. And it's looking like they are going to be able to best that for themselves. Olya does have that AWP in her hands. We were waiting for that. We'll see what she's going to be able to make of it. And look at this map control. This is what we were waiting for on Vertigo. This is what we wanted to see. And it just never happened. And it's lovely to note that now they are doing it. Now they're taking control. Now they're taking that space.
Solid utility from CLG, but they're going to have to do a lot better than that. That damage did nothing. Mads going to be able to get the first entry kill. Bunny going to be going in for the pray and spray. Managed to find one, but the second one unable to get locked in. Kills come through, and it is not in favor of Saints. They've all of a sudden lost this round.
Well, I suppose map presence means nothing if the site is getting rushed and you just don't have enough players.
I was gonna, like, one of the things that was running through my head was I could see CRG. They were just like, right, we messed around in that previous round. They couldn't quite dedicate themselves to actually playing aggressive on the site. This time around, they were like, nah, who cares? We're gonna go full, just charge in, and it worked fantastically.
I suppose you could say they messed around and they found out. Memes. Oh, and they're going on the hunt. Yeah, I think Olya play it safe. She could try and get a couple of kills, but rather just make sure you take that gun into the next round. And yeah, great round from CLG, all things considered. I think that Saints were not expecting the rush to come through. They were not expecting such an aggressive push. They know that CLG like to have a little bit of a flank, a little bit of like a backup plan, and they kind of flipped the script a little bit. Saints weren't expecting it. Too slow to react. Well done to CLG, right? Bringing it back down to only a 1-round deficit. Now Saints, again, same as 2 rounds back. Very, very janky setup. Olya managing to hold on to the AWP could help matters. CLG looking pretty strong here. Got the MAC-10 as well, so still some potential for aggression, but Olya is just too clean.
Played the position very well. She's rotated it over towards water. She's now going to be going back up towards heaven now. Maybe, oh, that's actually going to be a spicy boost. Kelsey playing in towards toilet. Should be able to find this kill, but no! The angle was wrong. Goosebreeder is going to be pushing on over towards the A site. The kill's found from Kode. Olya's still alive. Going to be peeking in with AWP, but she's going to get flashed. She can't react fast enough. Fantastic support from Kode with that flash. That is what you want to be seeing. Bunny going to be making a couple calls here. The bomb was dropped back over towards T-spawn. So although they have side control, they're now realizing that they are screwed. We saw a similar situation happen yesterday's game.
Yeah, that was rough. Oh.
This is still recoverable if they decide to go over towards B. I think that might have to be the situation here. Oh, Kode gets the kill over towards the site. It's going to be making this player double question themselves. Bunny has heard the footsteps, going to be going in for kill, finds one, not the second one. Goosebreeder going to be able to go in for the trade. Last player is known. And, well, Daria looking to come alive. Picks up an AWP, drops the FAMAS. Going to be in a 1v1. Goosebreeder's having none of it. Goes into the plant. Safe as well. She'll push over towards the ABC. Holding towards a close proximity, I imagine. You know what? Never mind. She got access to a grenade and at least this short position makes sense.
She doesn't have a kit, though. I'm glad she changed from the AWP. It's very difficult to try and retake in that scenario, but she has to get onto the bomb kind of now-ish. And Goosebreeder's just around the corner. The chances of her being able to actually get this defuse. Pros don't fake.
Oh, Goosebreeder.
No.
Oh, that was a split second. I couldn't even like breathe. I was like, not like this. You know what? That is the best thing she could have done. She could have gone straight over to a short orb monster, but when you lack so much information and you have so little time, you kind of just have to play and gamble everything. Oh, that shot from Olya, that was sharp.
It really was. And like, a part of me is just like, that is experience. That is understanding. Hearing that someone is on the bomb, counting down, knowing exactly when you're going to have a split second and peeking out at the perfect moment to deny that defuse. Fantastic from Goosebreeder. And of course, with this being an anti-eco, well, it's a little bit of a rinse and repeat. But CLG taking the lead for the first time in this series or in this map, which is a little surprising to say.
There you go. Fourth round on the board, they lose a single MAC-10, and I don't think Goosebreeder cares. She invested not too much into that and managed to pull out 2 kills, so extra $1,200 in the bank. And I want to see more from Olya. She's going to be playing with a FAMAS this round, so that means she got very little money in the bank. She got $50 to her name, Sam. So trying to get that AWP, I don't see that happening in the next couple of rounds.
Yeah, unfortunately, with these rounds going the way they have been, pretty back and forth, not had the opportunity to build up the cash buffer that they need. And I mean, even into this round, right, it's another broken buy. It's not ideal by any measure. I love this boost. Oh, the nade combo. That's rough.
1-2.
We're not expecting that.
Yeah, it's what CLG did earlier in the round where after they lost that clutch from Saints, they instantly did that push over towards B. They did the 1-2 with nades. Classic nade setup. Because that angle is fairly dirty if you try to push in towards B short. Now that they've got that kill, they have control of the round. They're also playing over towards this long position. Olya with the pre-flash spots them out as well. She's made the call. At least I think she did. Smokes are now going to be coming out. Maybe the call wasn't made because it's a slow reaction going to be coming out. Olya going to get a shot through the smoke from Kode. Tries her best. It's not going to be good enough. Goosebreeder and the team, they planted the bomb, or, well, planted the bomb, sorry. The boost, it's trying, but BB, she's just got them read like a book. She's like, I've read that one a couple of times.
I think red is such a good way to describe this, right? I mean, the nade stack that comes through at the beginning of the round, they expected that boost. After losing that first player, sure, Olya gets a ton of information down towards that long position, but the rotations take a little while, and there is that element of uncertainty. Like, okay, I've spotted out half the team, but they know I've spotted them. Are they going to push this? Are they going to rotate? So there is that level of kind of trepidation to make a move, and unfortunately it does cost them some great utility usage from CLG to push all the way up long, force Olya off of her position, and clean up. Of course, they got BB on, watching for anyone pushing in, trying to breach the site from the back, and it just doesn't work out. CLG looking very, very collected now. Sure, they conceded a few rounds, and that wasn't the ideal start for them, but now they're looking a lot better, a lot crisper, and a lot more like the CLG that we expected to show up today.
Again, I mean, we're on a pistol buy here. Maybe a little bit too much spent from Bunny for the double flash. It could work out. They time it correctly. There we go. Mads could go down. The investment works out. Daria loses most half her HP to her own teammate. Kelsey finds a kill. And also, I think that was a 5-7. Daria's going to be dropped over the AK. Some might say that's a mistake, but could work out. Craft with the 5-7 going to be going up first through heaven. And well, they've left the Bunny behind. She's going to be sitting over towards that B side. P250 in hand. She's on short. KOD going to be going in for the first entry. The flash is going to be coming out. She's going to get blinded. Going in for the one taps. Has to go for the spray. As she was, thinks that the kill's going to be coming through. And bezdaria, she is the right player to be given that AK. Pulls out a double. Now she's going to have to go in for a quadruple. She finds another one. Going in for the second in a row here, but has to cut that short. She pushes on through the Molotov, playing around the yellow box here. Evie, formidable foe, all the way down to the wire, gets the kill. And you know what, bezdaria, I'm impressed. She didn't show up in the first game, but she's done pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. We said she was one of the players we were looking out for to step up a little bit into this one, and she really has done so. It's nice to see that she's taking the reins. And I think obviously, with this being her first performance with this team, you look at map 1 and there's a lot of question marks, a lot of like funny looks, but now onto the second map, it's looking a little bit more like what we would expect from Saints after making some very, very big roster changes. But we are clawing ever closer to halftime. We're up to round 10 already. And Saints again, only 3 rounds to their names.
Who knows, maybe they should take a attack pause.
Yeah.
For those of you that just joined in, they used 2 tack pauses almost instantaneously, as fast as they could.
Yeah.
For whatever reason that might be, BB gets the angle, gets the kill. Wouldn't expect any less, but H has dot. Able to find KOD. Bunny over towards the B side. Going to be able to turn back and forth and just finds Kelsey and Mads. Now BB looking to try and make up for her teammates fallen. Just going towards the yellow box. Gets the headshot. She's locked on. Crisp aim from this player. Pre-aim as she peeks around the corner. Absolutely fantastic. Bunny. She may well have given away a position, but no one was there to hear it. They should have a good idea. As she managed to pick up 2 kills earlier on over towards that B side. Peeking around this corner. She has not got the advantage because BB has it locked down. That's going to be another round on the board. They're considering picking up the AWP, but they decide not to. Keeping it out of the hands of Olya may well be worth not picking it up at all.
Yeah, I think they're doing fine without it. So, and they're not going to invest into it, so it makes some sense. Make sure that they don't give that over for free to Olya, as you say. I think it'd be unlikely that Olya would be able to pick it up in this round, all things considered. My heart's breaking for Saints. They had such a good streak at the start of this map. They're looking so good on map 1, and it's just not coming to fruition. They're just not making it work.
There's been some really awesome individual plays, which kind of tells me, similar to what we saw on Vertigo, is that they're not gelled as a team yet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good individual plays, but if you compare them to CLG, they're not really opening up the map for each other. Like obviously like Kelsey did very strongly on Vertigo, as we have actually seen CLG do on this map as well. There's not that kind of plays.
Mm-hmm. And I suppose, obviously, you know, CLG, we said it, right? The core of this roster has been together from season 1. So that's over a year already that they've been...
Oh.
Nice backstab.
She nearly Nico'd it. Managed to find a kill. HS Dot able to get the kill on. There you go. It's HS Dot. Yeah, that's how you said. HS Dot finds that kill. BB going to be able to turn around, tries to get a trade. I should do so, but now it's going to be a 2v2. BB with low HP. Goosebreeder only with the Mac 10, but going to be going in for the backstab. Want to make it a little bit harder. The short range gun. HS Dot finds and takes out her teammate. Mac 10 long range gun is exactly what it's made for. She drops down into water, just staying alive for a moment.
No!
Long range shot. How has that happened? You can see on her face, she is very surprised that she managed to win that duel.
Okay. I cannot believe that with a Mac 10 against an AK, jumping down into the water, putting herself in complete harm's way. Like, Saints do so well on that round on an eco. I was not thinking that they'd be able to get that much done. And Goosebreeder, last player left alive, 1 versus 2. And that experience again shines through for the CLG roster.
Maybe a little bit of luck here or there, but good recovery. I mean, it's still in tatters for this Saints team. They managed to go in for a buy, but immediately going to be losing multiple players. Kelsey trying to avoid the wallbang damage, but going to get shot from behind. Shraft is there. Unseen, unheard. Now Shraft is going to be left in pretty much dire consequences. She's going to get absolutely slammed through the wall. There's a player above her as well. Well, actually, no, that player's dead because Olya found the kill. And now, look at this. 2v4. Shraft really opened up this game for them. Sorry, that Molotov should land and kill Mads almost immediately. Nevermind's going to be pushing her forward. Pretty much the same outcome. DB 1v4. If any player was able to pull this off, it'd be her, but 45 seconds left on the clock. Saints are on a roll. Good play, actually, from Saints. Shraft playing patiently in towards that connected position, not going for the insta-kill, waiting a couple of seconds. Oh, BB gets the clothesline. It's the kill. They now know that she is dedicated over towards this site. She's not going to go for this rotation. It's going to be Shraft. Very low HP. 7 HP. 7 kills. And that's what it's going to be for them. That was the 12th round on the board. CLG with 8, 4 on the board for Saints.
Well, they've done it. They have improved upon their very first time on this map against CLG, at least on this half. We'll see if they can keep that streak going. And that was a pretty dominant one from Saints. I think they looked at what Goosebreeder did in the previous round and just went, hell no. Much better map control as well. They fanned out a little bit more. They took control of some of that space. It's taken a few too many rounds for them to get to that point, but we're seeing those signs of life.
Goosebreeder's going to be chasing them, but it's only going to be down to a demise. Olya hits the tag, but not the kill. She makes the call, says, "I'm slow. Do you mind finishing the job?" Shraft went out of the limelight here. Finds the 8th kill. She's now waiting for someone to try and push up aggressive against her, realizing she is open. Or flank, she is going to fall back. That's good. Not going to be over greedy on this. Mads trying to find an open in here. Try to open some space. A topic we've been discussing heavily tonight. It's very necessary and high point we should be highlighting here on these teams. HS Dot. Going to be waiting for them to push over. Daria has an opportunity. The flash is going to be coming through. She can't turn in time. She's too slow to react. But HS Dot, she's fast enough. Finds 2. 2 for 1. Kelsey does eventually take it down. Bunny takes down BB before she has any way of accomplishing a goal. And Olya from heaven gets the kill with AWP. And they've got some life in them. They've lost the half advantage, but at least they're getting some rounds on the board.
Yeah, I mean, with only 2 rounds left, if they can snag these next 2, it's not terrible going into the second half. It's definitely kind of salvageable. And off the back of the last couple of rounds, if they can keep that up, CLG definitely being given a run for their money here a little bit. And, you know, one of the big things I said about that map control, and in the last couple of rounds, that's what's been shining through. And a lot of it has to do with CLG not doing those rushes anymore, taking those stronger defaults, and Saints doing a really good job of shutting off a lot of those rotations and getting those early picks. And just keep doing that.
Oh, BB straight into the firing line. Takes care of business, drops 2 players. HS Dotton, bezdaria. Swatted like flies. They fall. Unable to accomplish anything. Olya with the AWP should be able to hit this shot. Does exactly that. BB falls. Goosebreeder does get killed over towards Shraft, who has been a heavy hitter here for Saints. Funny. Kerode doesn't need an AWP. She's got a deagle in her hand. An AWP in its own right. She has got the bomb, and realizing that the AWP going to be up in that position, don't bother. Why go for it? Mads is already going to be closing the distance. I still think B might be in the play here, with Mads pushing up from behind. They have dedicated their way over towards the A site. Goosebreeder is already in position. Olya, she's made her way out, USP in hand. I'm excited to see what this player's going to be able to pull out the bag. The USP, it's not going to land. She has to pull out the AWP, a little bit too slow on the draw. And now it's going to be
no,
like this. She gets the kill. The toxicity is fantastic. I love it. More of this. She didn't even smile as she stabbed her. That was just cold.
The toxicity of CLG City, I suppose. And the funniest part, I think, of that is that she gets the first stab and doesn't get the kill. And normally in a situation like that, the return fire is gonna like shut her down. Nope, she can get the second stab and get the kill as well. That's a little toxic. It's a little rude.
Oh, and it's gonna be obviously in that highlight.
Yeah, because production are toxic.
Love to hate to see it. And Olya with the first aggressive play down into the wall to connect with the AWP makes it work.
Lineup skill.
Yeah, that was good. She only got nine kills on the board so far. She's not really had the AWP, so it's kind of understandable. Just stop the deagle in hand. Should be able to swallow the split. The headshot through the wall, picks up the rifle. She could switch on over to that, but doesn't have time. Kerode gets the kill. BB as well through the wall. Bonnie, last one left standing over towards this B site once again. Olya going to be rotating on over. They could go for a boost, but they have no chance of that now. Goosebreeder's got into position. They're not going to expect her to be down here. They're expecting that they have this locked down. Bonnie gets the first kill, and Goosebreeder goes in for the aggressive flick. Finds one, flicks on over, gets Bonnie. Now it's going to be Olya, last one left alive in this 1v2, the last round of this half. Does everything to play for. Goosebreeder's in position. She's got very few bullets left, and it's not going to be enough. The no-scope comes through. Olya, the king. She can't quite do it, though. She's going to be dethroned by BB, who gets the kill, and that's going to be the last round and a half. We're going to go grab some more popcorn. We'll see you guys in a minute after the break.
Ladies, put your hands in the sky, raise them up. Put your hands in the sky so I can see them. Ladies, put your hands in the sky, raise them up. Put your hands together, put your hands together, put your hands together. Come on, ladies, come on, girl, put your hands together. Put your hands together, put your hands together. Come on, ladies, round them up. Hey, we are a unit unstoppable. We are a unit of choice. We are a unit that's powerful. Nothing can stop the force. Put your hands together. unstoppable. We are a unit of choice. We are a unit that's powerful. Nothing can stop the force. This is for my ladies round the world, all across the globe, around the world. For my ladies round the world, all across the globe, the globe. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Come on, ladies. Come on, girls. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Come on, ladies. Run them up. Put them up. Raise them high. Sing it, girls. Louder, louder. Put them up. Raise them high. Sing it, girls. Louder, louder. Oh, 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 oh.
So I got my education in the old school, surfing on a wave and playing by my own rules.
Well, there we go. A bit of a spicy matchup here. This is CLG's map on Overpass, and they are proving quite the dominant force, Sam.
You are very lucky I took a step back there. How dare you? It's the second time in 2 days you've done that. Yes, Saints doing a little bit better on their CT side than the first time they played up on this matchup against CLG, but it's still going to be a bit of an uphill battle. We were kind of hoping they'd be able to snag those last 2 rounds, give themselves a buffer into the second half, but very little buffer to be had. CLG looking to make this a pretty clean victory, much like what we saw on Vertigo a little earlier on.
I asked chat who they might be interested in seeing us interview, and someone said George Clooney. I don't think they quite get
Same,
the
to be
parameters.
honest.
I mean, yeah, I'll go for it. If you guys can make that happen, go for it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Wonder how much he knows about this game going on. Saints, they seem to have very little knowledge sometimes in some of the rounds. Let's see if they can bring it back on their T slide. Minute left on the clock, and now the execution's going to be coming through. Kelsey's going to be in the firing line. She's going to be able to pick up a single kill, not a double. She shut down Olya. Find that kill with the Glock, but it's going to be coming in from short players. Man's going to be coming in as well from the ABC, unable to find and connect the shots, but KOD can. The Jewel Beretta Queen gets multiple kills, and BB finishes it off. Gets the final kill.
11th round for CLG, winning the pistol. A nice little feather in their caps. Obviously, Saints won the very first pistol of this map. Didn't really pan out, you know, didn't give them the edge that they would have wanted. Only 3 rounds that they were able to take home. And of course, once again, bomb denial. Very similar to what we saw in the first half. So no buy available for Saints. CLG barking at the door of 12 rounds.
Nade Rafter. Shut down. BB gonna be coming in from above. Should be a fairly clean round for them. They may lose a single player here. Never mind, they're not going to be ganging up on any of them. So, Bunny, last one left alive, the NIGR for a team. Oh, okay. Beats a 50 in hand. You know, if you're going to be playing close proximity, that can happen. Mads, even though she's jumping, has the MP9. You don't even need to really aim with that gun, just point and click.
That is the ideal weapon for a player of my caliber, which is not very good. Spray and pray. That's how I live my life. Saints, definitely praying. And like, I'm feeling how this whole storyline is coming together. You know, the Saints need to go to church and pray for their miracles. This is all lining up very, very nicely. Unfortunately, not lining up too well for Saints. They've got some weapons. They've got some options, some chances. Will CLG let it happen?
There's going to be a double nade here. Mads is in the firing line. She has to walk away. She doesn't realize what's going to happen, but it's going to be a double nade stack over towards that boost position. But they were too slow on the draw. Bunny tried making it happen earlier. Seems like there was a little bit of a disagreement or something happening there. Oh, it just got a double kill. KO and BB sent packing, dropped like wise, and now she's going to be pushing on, but alone she falls. Bunny comes through, gets a trade-off, but she's alone here on this site in the moment to play. It's going to be rotating on through. Goosebreeder is going to be coming in through mid-position. Bunny, she falls. Information is there. Mads, she knows she's going to have to play alone for a little bit here, and unfortunately unable to clutch onto the straws that she was given. Let's see if Goosebreeder can pull this one out of the bag. She did fantastically well before with the Mac 10. She's given away a position now. Nade's going to be coming out. AK picked up. Solid situation there. That incendiary grenade maybe out too early. If she doesn't play aggressive on this, she's going to be, you know, a little bit of out of luck here. The shot's going to be coming through. She panics, but almost works out. But she's an IGL. She's not BB. She's a solid player, unable to react fast enough.
A bit of a tough spot to be in. And to be fair, she's had a few clutch moments for herself, particularly on this map. But unfortunately, in that situation, very strong crossfire was always going to be a difficult one to come out on top of. And the Saints, well, their prayers are answered. They get that stay of execution. That's my other catchphrase. I have two. They've been given another lifeline as CLG are back down onto pistols. We may yet see them beat their previous scoreline on this map, which was 6. So.
Well, Olya holding this angle with the AK. No AWP for her yet. Interested to see if they do decide to position her with an AWP into this. We're still obviously trying to learn how Saints are going to be playing this map under this new lineup. Oh, Shraft realized it. Okay, there is a barrage of CT players there. Got to be careful. Treat them with respect. Those pistols can do a lot of damage. Goosebreeder is going to be able to pick up the P250. Looking to try and find anything here. Playing super aggressive. Olya very low HP, and that nade saves Olya's life.
Yeah, 6 HP there. Would have been unfortunate to lose that weapon unnecessarily. Saints need every little lifeline that they can get. Also, I was talking absolute nonsense. They got 4 rounds the last time they played. So they have gone far and above their previous performance here. And I think that's such an important takeaway here for Saints, because as much as they're not showing as strong of a performance as we would have liked, they are night and day from when they first joined the Impact League last season.
Kelsey, a load of players facing up against her. She managed to do a lot of damage, but not the kill. Matt finds one, but the situation, Goosebreeder's going to do a fantastic job of backing it up. They should know that Mads is down in towards the pit here, in towards water, but Shraft peeks around the corner, loses their life, and now BB picks up another one as well. Olya, last one left alive. AK in hand. Very little chance. They've spotted her out. The headshots landed. Mads going to be falling down. The spray transfer happens. Olya going huge, trying to find another one up towards the heavenly position, but unfortunately for her, BB has a number. Peeks her out at the bottom of that corner of the smoke.
Olya's so good. She's just ridiculous. I love that there are so many outstanding moments from these players. It's one of those things that you just have to highlight, right? The mechanical skill is there for these players. I mean, that's why they're playing on these teams, why they've been picked up, why they've been given these opportunities. And for Saints, the big issue is obviously that kind of strategic, tactical play to meet up. And one of the big problems there is, of course, having some new players on the roster. Now, this could be Saints' last buy. They have brought in the AWP. Could be detrimental, but it is in Olya's hands, so I'm a little confident.
There's obviously a massive difference as well between these two teams. Saints, a bit of a free agency here. CLG have obviously a lot of experience in this arena. I think I can definitely safely say the longest running female team in the world within CSGO. Oh, baby, that's dirty. Gets the kill. Olya falls. The hero is down now for Saints' side. But yes, Saints, bit of disadvantage in regards to the organizational perspective, but they can still make it work. Carried A going to have to back off. Lashed won his day. BB in a solid position. They may not recognize this. Bunny is going to have a back turn. That's the bomb dropped as well. There's the information. BB doesn't chill. She turns around. She knows there's a player behind her. Gets the headshot as well. And Shraft, the last one left alive in a 1v5. I don't see this happening. Goosebreeder looking for the information. Gets the damage out. Finishes it off. That's going to be the 14th round of the board. The penultimate round.
I had so much faith in Olya, and she was like the first to fall with the AWP in her hands. Caught sleeping at the wheel. Oh, what a nasty shot from BB, honestly. She's just been so good. I mean, this is one of those rounds I'm constantly praising CLG for their map control. Like, they didn't even take aggressive map control this time around. They pushed out the tiniest bit, and it was another fairly telegraphed round from Saints. CLG were just like, all right, cool, we're going to dig our heels in. This is where we make our stand. And Saints walked into them. And part of me is like, it's probably somewhat coincidental. Like, teams obviously know, all right, they're probably going to need to rotate at some point or another, depending on how you've stacked which site. But it worked out so perfectly in CLG, or for them in that round. And we are now 1 round away from match points. Of course, Saints cannot afford to put too much of a spend into this. They've taken another tactical timeout to figure out how they're going to keep this from ending on them, because everything is about to implode. They have nothing to work with into this round. And in the last, they'll be able to buy, but yeah.
How's Kelsey playing like that? She's got her knee up on the desk. That's absolutely nuts. Kelsey, talking about her, is going to be able to pick up a kill alongside Goosebreeder. Double kill for them. HS Dot has no chance. But yeah, Kelsey, what are you doing? I know a few like girls who play with their knee up on the desk like that. It's always bewildered me.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. I play with my feet firmly on the ground. Like people that sit with their like legs crossed on their gamer chair. Nah, fam. I can't. That makes no sense to me.
I mean,
but also,
it's impressive, I guess.
It is impressive, but the thing is I have really bad circulation, so if I sit with my legs crossed, the moment I stand up, I will just collapse. You know, GG's, game over. We had a good run, folks. Which could be what Saints are going to be saying at the end of this round.
Yeah, CLG picked up the 15th round on the board. Kind of expected with the buy that happened from Saints, and now still looking rather desperate here for Saints. They lost their map pick on Vertigo. They're potentially about to lose out on this as well. Mad's going to be peeking in, realizes she sees a lot of players, backs off. Doesn't go over greedy, doesn't want to lose a head. Keeps her cool. They switched up positions. Goosebreeder instead going to be holding down towards the spot. Molotov's going to be going out. They're going for the boost. They're going to get spotted. The transfer. Goose reads them like a book. Mad, meanwhile, is going to be telling a bedtime story alongside Goosebreeder, who sends the team of Saints packing. Where's the hype? There's only a single smile on the roster there. Where's the hype? I don't see it. They've just won a series, their first series.
Come on,
here.
Tom. It's an average Tuesday for CLG in NA. I think if this was an international match, maybe there's a bit more hype, a bit more excitement, but they're used to it. They run this show in North America.